I'm Zach Wahls. I'm an Iowa State Senator and Democratic candidate for the United States Senate.
What is one thing that you would like to change in our community to help kids?
Look, our kids are our future, and that's why I think it's so important that we invest in a strong public education system that works to support and educate every Iowa child. It's why it's so important to have wraparound services for kids and families that need additional help. And it's why it's really important that we have clean drinking water that everybody who lives in Iowa can drink without any worry that it might make them sick later on. I know
Uh,
that's more than one, obviously, but there's a lot of work to do.
how will you make sure people with disabilities, with the like, how will you make sure that people with disabilities get equal rights as everyone else?
Well, I think it's really important that Iowans who are disabled don't have additional barriers placed on them by government or that they face unfair discrimination, whether it's in their personal lives or their professional lives. We have some laws that are already on the books that are designed to help prevent that from happening. But I think it is really important for any good legislator to be listening to folks like yourself and people across the state about ways that we can do a little bit better to make sure that folks are getting the support that they need. I would love to hear, if there are any ideas that you might have.
Um, uh, I think that it would be really helpful for, like you mentioned before, clean water for everyone. And to help kids with disabilities would be really great for our community. Also, like you said, kids are our future, so why not help everyone?
Amen.
Um, what is one thing that you're working on right now that will help kids in Iowa?
Yeah, so we just touched on water quality. So I actually have co-sponsored 7 different pieces of legislation trying to make that the case here in our state. There's a lot of work to do, but that's definitely one thing that immediately comes to mind. When it comes to public education, we've been continuing to push to advocate for the full funding of our public schools. That's really important. Our area education agencies, or AEAs, also do a lot of really great work supporting families and teachers to making sure that our kids get the support and the services that they need. And like I said, we're always trying to keep an open ear. If there are any other suggestions that you've got for us too,
Thanks for letting me interview you. It's
my
been
pleasure. Thanks for being here.